peeps? You are watching Morning Thoughts, and I am Psychic Lisa Ann, and I am on my way back to work for the first time since the fabulous wedding, and this is my first Morning Thoughts as Mrs. Lisa Ann Studer. So how exciting is that? So I thought I would dedicate this Morning Thoughts to my fabulous husband. Doesn't that sound awesome? Part of our wedding vows were I had to agree to the number one rule that Kyle has had for 6.5 years, which is do not panic until Kyle panics. So I have been in my own little magical bubble for quite a few weeks, but I do know that there's a lot going on in the outside world that makes it very easy to panic about. We have coronaviruses and stock markets going up and down. Now, for those of you who are my investor clients, you already knew over a year ago from your readings that there were going to be some serious up and downs in the stock market, so you have already been prepared. But for the rest of you who have not gotten that information, you are going to follow Kyle's number one rule. Don't panic until Kyle panics. And in case you haven't figured it out, Kyle never panics. So there you go. So it's very easy in this day and age with all of this news just bombarding us 24/7. It's like you can't get away from it, to really get in that panic and what I call the mind loop, right? So when you get in that thought process of panic, that mind loop that you can't get away from it, you have to take a step back and ask yourself, is this something that I am in control of? If the answer is no, you have to let it go. Now, that doesn't mean that you just give up making any choices, right? So, getting on a plane and flying to China right now is probably not going to be something that you want to do, right? But that doesn't mean worrying about it day in and day out and making yourself sick about worrying about getting sick is going to be helpful either. So I like to call that constant obsessing about things the mind loop, right? So when you find yourself getting in that space, we've talked about this many, many times in Morning Thought videos, you have to break the pattern, right? So you're in that loop, you're worrying about the stock market, you're worrying about the elections, you're worrying about the coronavirus, whatever it is. You have to take a step back. Is this something I have control over? If the answer is no, you have to let it go. Break the pattern. Get up. Go for a walk. Go meditate. Go do yoga. Go do a coloring book. Like, I don't care what it is that you do, but you have to do something to break that thought pattern. And I'm telling you, if you can get yourself in the habit of that, you will be experiencing a wonderfully calm life. So again, I'm dedicating this Morning Thoughts to my fabulous husband, whose rule for 6.5 years has been don't panic until he panics. And let me just tell you, he's had to remind me of that rule many, many times. And very annoyingly, he is always right. So now I'm sharing his rule with you. So thanks for tuning in to my first Morning Thoughts as Mrs. Lisa Ann Studer. Go make it a great day. Thanks for tuning in, because remember, you really do have all the power. Thanks for watching, guys.